I need to talk to you about something that's been weighing heavily on my heart. It's about human trafficking, especially the trafficking of children. Now, I know this might be uncomfortable to hear, but it's a reality we cannot ignore. And I promise this isn't just another statistic, like it's about like real kids, real life, and how we can make a difference. Child trafficking isn't just about abductions you see in the movies. It's a complex issue that involves the exploitation of children through force, fraud, or coercion. These kids are used for various purposes, including sexual exploitation, which basically involves forcing children into commercial sex acts or producing child sexual abuse material. Then you have forced labor. So children are made to work under harsh conditions in agriculture, factories, or as domestic workers. Then you have the begging and petty crimes. Some traffickers, they use children to beg on streets or commit other crimes such as theft. Then you have what's called children in armed conflict. It's when children are recruited as fighters, as sexually exploited, or they're kept in domestic servitude during conflicts. Then you have child marriage. So girls are like married off to third parties for money or social status, often as part of like harmful traditional practices. Then you have illegal adoption. So basically, babies and children are trafficked for illegal adoption, often through deception or coercion of their parents or guardians. What's chilling is that it might look like the child is consenting, but even if they seem to agree, if there's like any form of manipulation or coercion, it's still trafficking. And these kids are often too scared or manipulated to speak up. Human trafficking is a global issue, but it's also happening right here in the US. In 2023 alone, Texas was among the states with the highest number of signals to the National Human Trafficking Hotline, with nearly 2,400 signals, including almost 600 from victims. And then other states with high numbers include California, New York, and Florida. And these numbers are staggering, but they only represent the cases that are reported. You have to keep that in mind. And the actual numbers are likely much higher, as many victims never even get the chance to speak out. Traffickers are manipulative, and they often prey on vulnerable children. They use various tactics to lure kids in, such as online grooming. So they build fake relationships with kids online, and they gain their trust before exploiting them. Then you have false promises. So they're offering opportunities like modeling jobs or a better life only to trap them. Then you have coercion and threats. They'll use fear and intimidation to control the child. Then you have family manipulation. Traffickers manipulate family members to gain access to children. These tactics are designed to make the child feel loved, wanted, or needed, which makes it harder for them to recognize they're being exploited. One of the most powerful ways to understand the reality of trafficking is through stories of survivors. And there have been several instances where individuals have bravely shared their experiences, shedding light on the horrors of trafficking. I remember there was this teenager shared how she was lured into a trafficking situation through social media, and she spoke about the manipulation and control that she faced. Her story went viral and it basically raised awareness about the dangers of online interactions. There was like another survivor. She detailed how she was promised a modeling career only to find herself trapped in trafficking. And her story highlighted the importance of being cautious about offers that seem too good to be true. And I mean, these stories are heartbreaking, but they serve as a crucial reminder of the reality that many face and the importance of staying vigilant. The effects of trafficking are devastating. Victims, they often suffer from physical abuse, so many of them endure beatings, malnutrition and neglect. Mental health issues, anxiety, depression, and PTSD are common among survivors. You have loss of childhood. So trafficked children miss out on education, play, and the chance to grow up in a safe environment. You have social stigma. Survivors often face judgment and isolation, which makes it harder for them to reintegrate into society. Now, these impacts don't just affect the individual, they ripple out, which affects families, communities, and society as a whole. I feel like we all have a role to play in combating human trafficking, so I feel like this is how we can make a difference. You want to stay informed. You want to learn about the signs of trafficking and how to spot them. You want to educate children. You want to teach kids about online safety, the dangers of talking to strangers, and the importance of setting boundaries. Support organizations. You want to donate to or volunteer with organizations working to combat trafficking and support survivors. Like if you see something that just doesn't seem right, you want to report it. The National Human Trafficking Hotline is available 24/7 at 1-888-373-7888. You want to spread awareness, share information about trafficking, and encourage others to get involved. By taking these steps, we can help protect children and work towards a world where trafficking no longer exists. I want to hear from you. Have you ever encountered a situation that made you suspicious? What steps did you take? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going and work together to make a difference.